Tam, welcome in here. Thank you again, girl, for trusting me with your energy. I appreciate it. I had probably about 6 personal readings today so far, so this is going to be the last one. And yeah, I've been very busy besides my everyday life. But I wanted to do this because it's going to be like a 10-minute session with each reading, okay? So 10 minutes each. And I'll probably do about 4 videos here for you. So it'll be like 40 minutes, give or take. You know, I don't really time it, but I just go off of how Spirit speaks to me. We're going to dig right in. I have one oracle deck. I was called to use this one, the Hidden Truth Oracle. And this just gives a little idea of what was going on in the connection when you guys were together, just so I get some background info. All right, with you and Dante. And then, of course, I'm going to answer your questions later. But let's dig into this. Let's see what we got. Because I'm curious too. Are y'all going to get back together? What is his intentions? We need to know. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine the light on what I need to see for Tam. Please show me what I need to see for Tam, Spirit. Okay. I left you before you could leave me. Okay. So in the past, in this connection, either he dipped out, he could have ghosted you, and not given you closure when you were together the first time. And he did that because of his own insecurity. Spirit is telling me that he did it, if he's the one that left, he did it because he didn't feel like he was good enough for you. Low self-esteem, self-worth. He didn't feel like he was up to your standards. And he also felt like, how could someone like you love somebody like him? I don't know what that's about, but that's what I just heard. And so he dipped out. He left the relationship. He left the connection. He could have left it open-ended, but the love is there. It's still there, even years later. I do see that. Somebody's favorite flower could be a rose. He could have given you roses at one point. Tell me more, Spirit. I know exactly what I was doing. Okay. I know exactly what I was doing. So in the past, he could have been manipulative. This is somebody, Dante could have been someone who was very calculated. I'm going to see later what signs pop out. So I'll see what zodiacs we're working with, what zodiac you are and what he is. But I just feel he could be an air sign, or somebody's an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And they don't have to be. But he knew what he was doing. So there was something that happened in the past where you wondered, it made you doubt yourself and think, oh, damn, did I see it the right way? No, he did what he did, and he knew exactly what he was doing when he did it. Spirit is telling me. Okay? So you would know about that. I want to be more than friends. So if you're wondering if he wants to take things to the next level with you and start this connection all over again, the answer is yes. He doesn't just want to be in the friend zone with you, Tam, at all. He wants to go there, okay? And I'm not just talking about sexually. He has deep emotion for you. So he wants a relationship with you. He does. He wants to recreate what you guys used to have, is what I'm saying. And right now, things are just surface level because you're just now reconnecting. I do see that. And just like you said, you know, you just started talking again. So you're both feeling each other out. But what he's not telling you, because this is the hidden truth, what you don't know, is that he doesn't want to be just friends. He wants to be more. I love you on the bottom of the deck. So like I just said, thank you, Spirit. He has deep emotions for you. The love that he had for you before, even though he could have been manipulative in the past, okay, could have been a little touch of a narcissist, and very tricky in the past, but that doesn't have anything to do with the love that he had for you and that he still has. So he's always carried that love, and that's powerful, you know, for someone to even years later still feel the same strong emotion that they felt. That's deep. Okay, so just know he does love you. And I feel you love him. So the feeling is mutual, yes? Yes. So that's it for the oracle. I want to dig into the tarot now. Let's get into this tarot because see, the tarot is going to take us deeper. That's where we want to go. We want to get to the core of what's going on. And plus, I need to see, what created the distance in the first place. I don't know any of that, so I'm going to take a look. Spirit, please show me what I need to see for Tam and her connection with Dante. Spirit, please show me who Dante is. Who is Dante? Who is Dante, Spirit? Five of Wands reversed. He could be a fire sign. This is the Five of Wands. It came upside down, meaning reversed. This is how it looks in the upright. Looks like you guys in the past, you had arguments. There was clashing. There was all of those wands. It just created, it represents chaos. It represents the fact that there was friction here. Maybe misunderstandings as well. And you see all the moon phases up here. The moon in tarot represents mystery. So there was things that you wondered about him. It could have been relating to other people, other females. Maybe he wasn't clear on friendships that he had. You didn't know if these people were just friends or they were more than friends. He could have kept a lot of female friends, and that created issues, and you guys would argue about that. Also, maybe it could be that his family got in his personal business and in y'all's relationship, and you didn't appreciate that. So that caused some type of arguments as well between y'all, bumping of the heads. And he could be a Scorpio. No, I take it back. He could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? So I do see that. So one of you have that in your birth chart. But yeah, a lot of I would say in the past, a lot of unanswered questions, mysteries, things being unclear, and that's what led to the separation between y'all. Okay? Tell me more, Spirit. More wands. Somebody definitely is a fire sign here. Could be you or him. Aries, Leo, Sag. Again, he's coming out as a page of wands now. Now, pages are the youngest in the entire deck. There's levels, there's pages, there's knights, there's kings, okay? But he is on the very bottom. He's a page. So that energy is very, I don't care how old he is, it's very immature, okay? This is showing me that he could have continued to make the same mistakes over and over and over. Maybe you brought things to him and said, listen, Dante, this is what's bothering me. Please don't do this again. And he would say, oh, I'll work on it or I'll fix it, and then turn around and do the same thing over and over. It's like he wasn't learning the lesson. And that's what pages do. They keep bumping their head. They keep burning their hand on the stove, like a kid. Emotionally, very immature. It could be that in the past when you tried to talk to him about your emotions or how you felt or where the relationship was going or anything that was serious, he could have been deflective. I see that. I see that he was one that would turn and give a cold shoulder when it comes to talking about these things and expressing himself, very closed off when it comes to emotions. But what I will say is with this wand here, he definitely had an attraction towards you. The attraction is deep because with wands, it represents fire energy and it represents passion and sex and lust. So when he could just look at you and be turned on, I mean, you did it for him. And you see that wand, it represents the male genitalia, okay, if you know what I mean. So you definitely did it for him, and I see the sex was really good, but besides the sex being good, you needed more than that. You needed more than just passion. And maybe you could have felt that it was leaning towards that. It was leaning towards more of a sexual connection than what you really wanted, which was something more deep and more fulfilling for you. Page of Wands energy is also in and out, very flighty. He could have been one that was hot and cold. So one minute he was so into you and so passionate and, oh, I love you and I need you. And then the next day or the next week, he was just, you didn't even get anything from him. So he gave mixed emotions possibly in this connection. And that confused you with that moon again, confusion. He brought confusion because of his mannerisms, the way that he handled the relationship. And he could have focused more on the sexual side of the connection instead of really laying that foundation for something strong and for y'all to grow and to elevate in your connection, in the relationship. All right. It's going to end, but I will be right back with part two.